that's right. The typo.
I was going through my trailer this past week.
Like, did you bring it up to the publicist? Like, hey.
I think that publicist is probably long gone.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How's it going for you?
Awesome. It's always a fun time.
So, season 12, what are you excited about for Sam?
I am truly and legitimately excited to go smaller again, in a really weird way. I got into the show not because of the science fiction element so much as because of the classic family, loyalty, sacrifice, trust. And so I love that we were telling it in this like sort of fantastical world and this weird chessboard, but I love that we're going back to kind of core issues. And for me, I'm really excited. I feel like I've been able to do so much as Sam. I don't feel like I've ever been able to play somebody's son, because John and Sam were not like, hey Dad, like, it was like, fuck you, Dad, you know, like, I'm 18, I'm out of here, I'm going to school, and if you, you know, I'm out. And so I'm really excited because I am a son. Jared is, and so Sam, and I have two sons. It's interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the writers take it.
And it brings up will it bring up sibling rivalry with Sam and Dean?
It's going to change I think it's bound to. It's going to change the dynamic a little bit. It's not going to forever alter it, but it's going to be interesting to go like, well, now Mom's here, so what do we?
And I'm her favorite.
Yeah. But she's also a hunter as well. So if we're out on a hunt, she's not going to sit around and knit while, you know, and like make us to-go sandwiches in a lunchbox. She's going to want to hunt, and the boys are going to be like, well. So I'm legitimately excited about that. That was kind of a really cool thing to do.
When you guys go out hunting?
Sometimes I think, yeah. I mean, she's a hunter. She's not going to stick around. And, you know, it's a world she's not used to. There was no internet in 1982. There was no, the clothing was different. The iPods were different. So she's not going to feel at home like channel surfing. She doesn't watch the Kardashians. She's going to feel like
And John is in there.
What's that?
And John is in there.
And John's nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
I mean, the last moment she was alive, she had a happy life. She had a husband and a baby and a 4-year-old or whatever, and then she's dead. You know?
So Sam never really knew Mary. She was just so little.
Right.
So he has this like glorified image of her in his brain from all of the stories that he knows about her. How is that going to pan out?
Great question. I feel like it's a little bit of a Sam probably has a little syntax error. Like Sam he had issues with his father, and so I feel like he probably in his mind pitted his father and his mother against each other, even though they were probably more on the same side than he was willing to admit. I mean, you could argue that it's Mom's fault that we're here in the first place, since it was her lineage and her family was the hunters, not Dad. But I think Sam didn't have Mom to blame, so I feel like he put all this blame on Dad, and I think he's going to start to realize, even on Mom, that it maybe wasn't all Dad's fault, and you can't say it's anybody's fault when a demon kills you, but I think he's going to have a lot of introspection and learning to do now that Mom is back, and he's going to learn more about Mom, and vice versa, because she's like, we're just meeting each other for the first time, but I'm a 30-something-year-old man who's like, fought angels, and I've been an angel and a demon. I fought angels and demons. I've been tortured by the devil himself.
Mom, I've got some stories for you.
Yeah. I have a seat, Mom.
Yeah.
For Gilmore fans, what's the tone of your scenes, and how will fans feel about where Rory's romance is taking her?
I think there will always be some fans are unhappy, but I think they'll be pleased with it.
Yeah.
The story was. Amy didn't come back to fuck it up. She came back to do it right, and she did it right. And I get to watch it on August 1st because I get to do my voiceover and stuff like that. But it was fun. I wanted to be a bigger part of it. I think they wanted me to be a bigger part of it as well. But it was shot during Supernatural, so I only did one day. But in that one day, it was a really good amount of stuff I got to do and explained a lot.
Okay. So after like more than a decade as Sam, do you find that like he's like kind of a part of you now? Like, do you have trouble like separating yourself from him? Like,
I'm like
bring him home.
Sam's my boy, man. He's my brother.
Like, what's that like for you? Like after playing the same person for so long?
I feel like hard to say. It's not tough for me to like break out of character or anything, but I feel like what I've learned from Sam and learned as Sam has become an indelible part of Jared. So it's hard to parse it out and go like, hey, when I do that thing, it's probably because Sam did it, but I'm sure it exists. You know, I think a lot of the stuff, a lot of the qualities that I try to like about myself, Sam helped teach me. So I like it.
Yeah.
I want to ask
I
about
better
the
get us
British,
in the
I want to ask
Thank
about
you.
the British
Thank
middle
you so
letters,
much.
and does Sam deal with Mary bringing the yellow-eyed demon in his life?
What do you mean? Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I think he, for years, blamed Dad, even though it was probably Mom's fault. And I think he's going to have to come to terms with not using Dad as a scapegoat anymore for all the problems. And Sam's dealt with it. And also the British middle letters, obviously we didn't start off on the right foot. So Sam's going to be like, well, we're on the same team, guys, but you shoot me, you're torturing me. I pissed off a writer or something. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.